Welcome to the Spiritualogic podcast with our host, Sanal Banu Rajan, a revolutionary spiritual thought leader who has redefined and redesigned spirituality for the modern era. In this podcast, you will learn more about a new method of spirituality and mind transformation that's logical and tangible for anyone to use and experience profound results. Get ready to hear real wisdom that'll make a difference. Learn how to shift your perspective in a way that matters, gain more abundant choices, and ultimately create the life that you would truly love to live. Make sure to follow Sanal on social media and enjoy the show.
So good afternoon, guys. How are you all doing today? Guys? What do you guys have as expectations coming to? Is there anything in particular? What did you make of the name Spiritualogic? Spiritualogic? Logic, Spiritualogic. Yes. Yeah, a very non-dogmatic way of practically making sense of spirituality, a bus. So these days, I'm also starting to go into the philosophy of Tantra, a non-dual Tantra philosophy. So I'm going to go, so you guys have been not been here, but it doesn't matter because you'll pick it up anyway. Okay? So in non-dual Tantric philosophy, the central metaphor is night. Now, okay. Central metaphor is night. But it's not exactly night because the word that in Sanskrit we speak of is called prakasha. So prakasha, it doesn't have an accurate translation in English. So the best one that we have is light. So we translate it as light. But actually, the word prakasha has two meanings. It means to shine forth. Prakasha means to shine forth, light, and also to bring forth manifestation. Because these are both integral aspects, right? Light shining forth, and it reveals. It makes something apparent. It makes something come to manifestation, right? So now, these both meanings are contained within the word prakasha. But we just simply say, when we say night, you have to understand it has these both meanings. Okay? So we call it in Tantra Chit Prakasha. Chit Prakasha means light of awareness. And here, light is a metaphor for awareness. Right? So the idea is, wherever the light of awareness falls upon, it comes to manifestation. And when that light is not there, it goes into non-existence, unmanifest. It's not shining anymore, right? And these both aspects cannot be separated. Meaning, the light that illuminates that which manifests in for you, the light that illuminates cannot be separated from that which is manifest. Makes sense? What is perceivable to the manifestation that is perceivable cannot be separated from the light that reveals the manifestation. And the idea is the light itself that illuminates the manifestation, it takes the form of that which appears as manifestation. Just the same way the ocean, without losing its fundamental nature, also appears as the waves. The ocean self transforms itself and become the wave. So the wave is nothing but the ocean itself, right? So in that sense, the light that illuminates whatever appears as manifestation, whether it's subtle, meaning internal experiences in terms of thoughts, emotions, body sensations, pain, pleasure, or the external, more gross level experiences, right? Both are manifestations appearing with the light of awareness. Nothing, you cannot have an object of experience that is external to awareness. Whatever experience you are having as an object is within, is internal to awareness. So this form of tantric philosophy, in Western terminology, it is called idealism. Because usually we have realism as opposed to idealism. Idealism is where nothing exists external to awareness. Everything you experience are contents within your awareness. And you cannot say these things exist outside of your awareness. They have an independent exist outside of your awareness. You cannot say. Have you heard of this experiment of the tree falling in the forest? Like, okay. If a tree falls in the forest and if there is no one to hear it, will it still make a sound? Mm-hmm. That's forest. Library. Mm. And what do you think? That thing. That thing. Yeah, you have big tree, huge tree. Yeah, that's what it is. Like sounds, right? The sounds. So you no, I'm speaking just in terms of the experience of sound. Will it make a sound as it falls down? Huh? Okay. If there is no one to hear it, will it still make a sound? Very still. There is mm-hmm. Yeah. So what we are speaking about is vibrations going through air, right? But the thing is, without a subject, there is no experience of sound. There is no sound actually. Like you said, the bird might hear it, but there is someone to hear it. The bird is there to hear it, right? So I'm speaking in the sense like there is no one to hear, because the thing is, it has to hit the eardrums. The vibration is going through air, like you said, but it has to hit on something in order to produce the experience of sound. So unless there is a subject, there is no object of experience such as sound. So awareness, basically, this is the tantric way of looking at reality. Awareness brings forth the emission, sustenance, and reabsorption of all subjects and objects of experience as a self-expression of itself. Like the ocean self-expresses itself as the waves. And your ability, so it's only separate until that point where you can see the unity in the diversity. This is the way of looking at it. The awareness has 5 wills. So awareness is not a passive principle. Are you guys familiar with yogic philosophy? It's okay. Yoga, the central philosophy from where yoga is derived is called Sankhya philosophy. See, in Sankhya philosophy, the concept is this is prakriti. The concept is purusha and prakriti, meaning the witness and the material gross world. So this is the primordial materiality, meaning it exists even without you being conscious of it. So that's the basic of a modern interpretation, that the world is always existing, even when we are sleeping and whether we are not there or we will die or whatever. That's the idea, where the world has an independent existence. So that's from Prakriti, the concept. Now, as if you look at the Vedanta philosophies, the Vedas came and then the Vedanta came. In Vedanta philosophy, they say all of this is Maya, meaning it is illusion, holographic illusion. Just like when you're in a desert, the strong experience of the water, the appearance of mirage in the desert, even though you know there is a water, it would still appear to be so. You see? So in Vedantic philosophy, only the big consciousness, divine consciousness is real. Nothing else is. This is Maya. This is not real. It only appears to be real. It's not really real. So it rejects the world in that way. So it appears to be real, but it's not really real. What's really real is Brahman, the divine consciousness. And in Sankhya philosophy, they say you have to separate yourself from the material world and separate the witness, which is not material, from the witness, which is all material. So the material world is Prakriti. So you separate the Prakriti from Purusha. So there you accept both as real, but there is a strict duality implied of the spirit and the material. And you separate the spirit from the material. And that's the way to find liberation. In the other way, you discard it out as illusion, as Maya, accepting only the consciousness as real, and all of this as mirage in the desert. So that's also, both of these parts, it reject the world in some way, fundamental. Whereas in Tantric philosophy, they don't. There is no such concepts as Maya, and there is no such concept as Prakriti. What is only awareness. The light of awareness falls on something. Now, whatever appears to be in manifestation, that's also the same light appearing as that which manifests to you. So in that sense, nothing is impure, nothing is unholy about any of it. It's all one thing. So you bring about the recognition of it. The truth is, the 5 holy acts of awareness, the Panchapratyas of awareness, according to Tantric view, is this: creation, sustenance, and reabsorption. And then 2 other things are also the will of awareness. These are, one is Nigraha. Nigraha means forgetting itself in its own self-expression, forgetting itself in its own creation. So awareness forgets itself. That's also by its own will. And then remembering itself by its own way. Now that is from Anugraha. So when any cognitive experience you can have is always kind of an emission appearing in your awareness, which sustains for some time while you keep attention, the light of awareness, the attention on it. And the moment the attention is withdrawn, the cognitive experience falls down. See? And in that moment, either one or the other will occur. Either you will forget yourself in that appearance, in that form, in that appearance, in that manifestation, or you recognize yourself. And when you recognize, you are recognizing not just you are a passive witness to all this creation, but you are that which create. You are the creator too. So in Tantra, we say Shivoham, meaning I am Shiva. Because by your very existence, this is happening all the time. You create, it sustains for some period of time, and it decides. Your own experience of having a body, as well as having being in the world, is itself always like an emission coming up, going down, going up, going down. But you are the foundation, and you are also all that which itself expresses itself to enjoy. And it forget itself to enjoy its own self-expression, manifestation. Take on the role of the objects, and also awareness takes on the role of the subject. Wonderful, isn't it? But the thing is, our modern science has been trying to convince us that apparently the world just exists independently of conscious beings. Like we are not really necessarily, like it just makes us feel so insignificant. You know, we don't really matter. When anything happens, just them. But that's not how it is. You know, it doesn't go on like that. Without a subject, there is no object to experience. It's just like the tree cannot produce the sound in and of itself without someone there to hear it. It's beautiful, actually. Philosophy is very liberating. So the light is the metaphor, central metaphor for awareness, because it is perfect in the sense that it shines forth and at the same time brings forth manifestation. And if there is no light, you cannot say it exists. The same way, the light of awareness, it has to fall on something in order for us to say it exists. Otherwise, how can we say it? But we can form also the hypothesis inside of the content of awareness that, okay, there is something external to awareness, but we can never prove it. Yeah. Because all experiences, all objects of experience is contained within awareness, just the same way the subject of the experiences is contained within awareness. You cannot have a right. You are aware that you are the subject to these objects. So you are aware of both. You're not just simply aware of the objects. You have a innate subjectivity that you are also aware of. See? So even that subjectivity, you go even beyond that. So the awareness is one, it's not many. That's why we have a shared reality. We can communicate effectively, communicate with each other because we have a shared common reality. Yeah? I thought about the art against, but I was this art. Yeah. I think what's the sub. Yeah. Process about the sun point. Yeah. And so like it has impact on our lives as well. Yeah. Stock. Will you recognize those for instance that for example processes patterns, but it's all comes
awareness.
Yeah, it's right.
So,
When
so
you're awake.
later on,
The contents of that,
oh,
then
yes,
it is
and
apparent. Like, oh
this
yeah,
I has back then. Now I sleep, and this morning I don't have snack pain anymore. Recognize then was in our subconscious, but bring it into awareness. So it's part of the awareness. That say also subconscious. Those in the subconscious is all real when we bring awareness.
now the thing is, this is the fundamental idea that we have kind of bought into, where we believe this there is an unconscious objective reality that can exist without the conscious beings that we are. So when we are sleeping, the body is in the bed. That's the idea, and the world is still kind of going on without you, the subject, needing, right? But that notion we can never really prove, because the only things that you can actually say exist is the contents within your awareness. That's that which is external to awareness, you cannot say. So that's why I said, when we are awake and aware like this, we can, within the contents of awareness, we can make a hypothesis that, oh no, awareness is not fundamental to everything, but there is things external to my awareness, when my awareness is not there, or this will still go on, and we can make hypotheses, many. And these models we can never really prove, because the thing is, when mind as such a thing, we never really got a hand on such a thing, where it is, or beating mind or something like that. It's not possible to. And then the divisions, there's so many divisions. I myself, I'm a professional hypnotherapist, so I work with so many models of mind. So the simple model is conscious, unconscious, or you can go conscious, subconscious, superconscious, or you can go conscious, subconscious, unconscious. So but these are all models. We still have to know these are models for us to make sense, to relate to the experience in the moment. The truth is, all we have from a subjectivity point of experience is all we can rightfully say with full sureness is that all cognitive experiences rise up, stays for a meantime, and falls. And it's true for whether sleep or dreams or being awake like this. It all is bound to rising and falling. Yeah. And you are actually, it takes a little bit of effort to start to see your own participation in it. How you also create it, not just you are a passive witness to this creation. So that is, they call it Anugraha, where you recognize it's all you. There's nothing external to you, fundamentals. Everything is, anything that you have ever been ever aware of has always been internal to awareness. I think so. Just, yeah, you can have ideas of it, but it is still contents with internal to awareness. And the content itself is not sentient even. It's just an idea. Yeah. But being the experience is self-evident. Whatever you are aware of is internal. And the light of awareness has to shine on it, in order for you to have an experience of the object of that. Yeah. As someone said, that has been, yeah. Um, that it's perceived or is time,
also sense is slow process, but yes, sense, but the same is is
No, everything is real. That's the thing. In Tantric view, we don't deny anything as unreal. Anything that you are aware of, anything on which the light of awareness falls on, is made of awareness. It's about your capacity to recognize that it is not separate from me. Because if I'm aware of it, it's made of awareness. Just like any wave that's bound to arise in the ocean, it's made of the ocean. Cannot be any other way. Can be only one thing it's made of. And you cannot take it out. Just like you cannot take out the image from the mirror, but at the same time, the image doesn't stick onto the mirror either. So the same way, the waves don't add anything onto the ocean or take anything away from it. The same way, all of this manifestation, it cannot take anything away from the awareness or give anything to awareness. It's the image in the mirror, like a self-reflection. You know? So it is totally up. When you embody this understanding, the mind can rest. It's actually called Vishranti. When awareness rests in itself, called Vishranti. Because your mind is so active because you think you are doing a lot of things. You, the individual, the ego, the ego thinks I am doing things, but it's not I am doing things. It's just the awareness itself, that which manifests as all that which you are aware of. It takes the shape of the will too. And it also appears as the body, the instrument too. It's both. And it also appears as the object of your experience, the one too. So it's all done like that. So the will that moves your body, moves our body, moves his body, moves my body, moves all bodies. And regardless of the difference in appearance, that's all. We cannot separate the lights, from the manifestation that appears in the light. It's both inseparable. And the light, the nature of this light is nothing but awareness. This is profoundly great. Doesn't have so much to do with sexuality and all that stuff. It's the pure tantric way looking at soul awareness. So they prayed to awareness, seeing awareness as a goddess. And they called it Paradevi. Para means supreme. Devi means goddess. So supreme goddess. Or they called it Parashakti, meaning supreme power. And the supreme power is the power of awareness. Because without that which there is nothing to be aware of. There is no manifestation. Because without awareness, there is no manifestation, right? The light of which has to fall on for all manifestation to be. You don't get it? Yeah, there is no manifestation without awareness. The same way, there is no waves without the ocean. Because and they are inseparable. They're inseparable in the sense that they depend. They depend on the ocean to be, to exist, to sustain. No, I mean, I'm speaking, the ocean is the awareness in that metaphor. The ocean is awareness, and that which appears in the ocean, they depend on the ocean for its existence. And the source of the material through which they are made is also the ocean. They're made up of the ocean, they are ocean. So ocean self-expressing itself through the waves. So the same way, it's all your own self-expression. Anything. And it shapes an incredible relationship with your experiences. Because that's all you have. All the time, you're having one experience after another. It's just coming and falling. Coming and going, This keeps on. The show keeps on. It's just waves in the ocean, relentless. Coming again, coming and going and coming and going. None of it will stay. And you keep looking for happiness within manifestation. You cannot find it there because the bliss, that is inherent to all manifestation is found in awareness itself. So you have to find in the source. So the mind has to surrender to awareness. But the mind is nothing but the awareness. Self-expressing itself as the mind, as in force. Yep. And if you can see that my mind, my thought is also awareness, then it changes the relationship. It's also me. Because you treat it all as alien. Oh, that's not me. This is not me. So much of stuff that is your own creation, you deny. Oh, that's not this. And that shapes the relationship. Then it's hard to be with it. That which is not yours. It's easy to be. It's even intimate. Knowing is my creation. Knowing is made of my awareness. I mean, if my awareness doesn't fall on it, it cannot be. It just simply cannot be. And the light of my awareness shines as that objects too. And you develop a richer, deeper relationship. Imagine you are experiencing pain in your body and you are seeing it through the lens of separation. Like, oh, this space, not mine. I don't want this pain. Or when is it going? So then you cannot be with the pain much. But let's just say, on the other hand, you are like, so that's awareness. So in your capacity to see the sameness within the diversity, within the multiplicity of experiences, that will actually determine how much you can really be happy in all this stuff. Because if it's all yours, there's not so much fear to carry. Because there's so much fear when it's like, oh my God, anything can happen to me. And there's so much of this fear around perfecting me. Oh, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be seen like that. I don't want people to judge me like this. All this stuff. The trade-off is big. You trade off from totality to be something so small that's appearing in the totality. The moment you buy into this is me. So the mind has to also start to understand. You have to train the mind to understand, to seek the happiness from its own awareness and not from anywhere else. Because real happiness is there. It's called Chitananda. The light of awareness and the bliss that comes from self-realization cannot be separated. So that's why they call it Sat Chit Ananda. The moment you are self-aware, you are aware of yourself, awareness aware of itself, immediately you access the ocean of bliss. That's always there, like the light that's shining. It's always there, but the mind, the thoughts obstruct you from seeing it. It's like mind is small, but it is enough. Something as small as mind is enough to obstruct the ocean of bliss or happiness available all the time. Just like a small little fingertip is enough to close off the whole world. You know? And this is the finger. Use the whole of it. That. That's a nice one. So, when are you guys? Do you guys have any doubts? When are you? What's going on?
It's the first time I heard about it, so it's always like to hear friends.
And how are you reflecting on it?
I think my beliefs are a bit different. But yeah, I mean, there are other.
Yeah. It's always, you let the mind know that whatever I have learned, whatever I have known, whatever I have understood, it's all there. So that you get, so that mind doesn't come into fighting with you while you are trying to explore or play with suffering. Yeah. Tell the mind, it's okay. It's safe. It can be everything we know, everything we have it all. You know, I'm just playing with these ideas. I'm just exploring these lenses, these glasses of perception. Just seeing, how does the world do? How does my experience? Is it more enriching when I take on these glasses and look at the world like that? Yeah, so just something like that, So I have an attitude of playing around with these ideas. That's always the best way is that otherwise mind will come fighting. Yeah. Like when you're like, okay, this is the way. I was, no, that's not the way. Because it's just not safe. Let's say you got this walk around, just changing your worldview. Just understand, right? So the cognitive dissonance is there in place if something sounds so alien to our own worldviews we have not at the moment, then the mind will create a sense of uncomfortable feeling to just like, so that you reject those ideas and don't even give much consideration to them. So it's always best to let the mind know, hey, we are good, we are safe, everything we have learned and we have understood. So it's all gone there. I'm just playing with these ideas, exploring with them, experimenting with them. See how. So that let the mind be at ease and you can feel free to explore. And just know that all ideas that we have around the world, these are all maps, so to speak. Maps we have about the world. So to speak. And these maps, there is no particular evidence for getting married to our own maps. The point of the map is to serve us. When it comes to navigating through the Tantra. So the question is how good the map is when it comes to navigating the Tantra. How good the map is when it comes to enriching your experience of living as you are. Yeah, tell me.
I, yeah,
You agree?
yeah,
Okay,
also,
nice.
I think it's
I didn't say much, yeah. It was just like a metaphor.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah. Because metaphors communicate on an unconscious level, on a deeper level. Because some complex ideas, it is difficult to rationally for the mind to sit with it. But metaphors were on subconscious level. So the idea can seep through the rationality because you cannot apply rationality to a metaphor. You have to see the metaphor as the metaphor and work with it. So that allows the mind to, okay, I can respond to the rationality. So that's just like when you hear a story, you go deeper which goes into subconscious, because the thing is, you have to suspend your rationality in order to engage in the story. You get it? Yeah. So I use all these metaphors because I also teach in universities in India. So then it's really good with students to stick, metaphor sticks.
And that mindfulness, right? Right. See it. Right. That's us, right? And something. That's
Yeah. No, but the
that's
thing
why-
is,
this
yeah.
also have the right now, and this is saying something that
But also you are aware of the practice, no?
yes, I practice.
So is the awareness practicing?
Awareness.
No, I'm saying, is the awareness that is aware of your practicing, is that practicing?
Yes.
Listen, you get it.
Like the awareness is the rest. Let's just the lights.
No, the thing is, awareness remains as awareness and appears as all that you are aware of too. No, awareness, it stays as awareness, right? And also, it appears as that which you are aware of, without fundamentally losing its nature of simply being awareness. So awareness, free and independent, is the cause of performance of all things. The causality, the ultimate causality for everything, all manifestation, is awareness. You get it? You can. I'm telling we speak about causality, right? Causality meaning what caused something to be, something, what created the universe, the causality, what caused the universe to be, right? So causality, yeah. So awareness, I'm saying, awareness free and independent, okay, is the cause of performance of all things. All things meaning everything, anything and everything, the performance of it, the action of it. It's all done by awareness. So it's not just the practice you're doing. It's all. It's the unlimited power of action is there as essence contained within awareness. Just like the ocean has the unlimited capacity to create never-ending amounts of waves, is just inherent within itself, contained in it. Yeah.
Otherwise, rats.
Awareness?
When rats fall, like naked.
Oh no,
Those
no, that's that.
Born.
Yeah,
When.
yeah. The thing is, awareness is unborn. Everything you are aware of is born. Any cognitive experience has a birth and a death. Like this is a cognitive experience, having a body. It's not always there. You can be given anesthesia and it's just gone. Yeah. Or you can just go to sleep and so your experience of body is a cognitive experience. Now that which you see, this has birth, right? But apart from that, there is no such thing as birth and death. So awareness itself, it's like the birth and the death is that which is appearing in the mirror. The mirror is not dying. The mirror is not taking birth either. It's just like the things that you see in the mirror. So there is a lot of birth and death and diversity, multiplicity and everything appearing in it. But none of it would stay in the mirror.
I have to get my phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of get it.
Yeah.
Like, going.
Yeah. The thing is, I will explain that actually.
But I know this is like needing first again.
Yeah. No, the thing is,
Well,
this Tantra philosophy, it is a non-theistic philosophy, as opposed to many religions are monotheistic religion, meaning they believe in the creator God who created the manifested creation, and the creator God stays separate from the creation. So that's the creator up in the heaven and the creation down here, all that. And the concept of sin and all that stuff. Associated, the creation is not considered pure. There's a lot of mess, and so creation is considered not very pure. So that's the whole idea of falling down on earth. So that's monotheistic religions, where you believe in one God that created the world. And then there is polytheistic religions, where you believe in several gods, creation gods, who created the world. Yeah, so then you worship in Vikings, in many traditions, there is polytheistic religions. And then there is pantheistic religion, where they believe the creation is part of the God. It's part of the God, but the God is bigger than the creation. So it's like creation is like this, but that is contained within the bigger circle of the God. But the God is kind of bigger, kind of smaller. That's pantheistic religion. And then there is pantheistic religion. Pantheism is where you worship the universe as God. God is universe, universe is God. So that is pantheism. Yeah, like everything that you see, all manifested, this is God. Exactly. That is God. So that is pantheism. One where that is God. And the teaching that I am giving you now, that means non-theistic, as opposed to atheistic. Atheistic is that they don't believe in a God. They believe in like you die and you are over. Now that's atheistic. They say they don't believe in a God, but they do believe in several things apart from believing in a God. So atheistic is like that. This is non-theistic. You see, non-theistic meaning there is theistic means the belief in God. That is theistic. So this philosophy doesn't require gods. It is just awareness. It's all that illuminates in the light of awareness is made of awareness. Finish. My God. Such a philosophy, So all that your job is to just recognize it's awareness.
That's West.
Yeah.
Big West. Wow.
And
Must be a sea.
yeah, you see, and even that question is a cognitive experience rising and falling in awareness, which is taking the shape, which is awareness taking itself, self-expressing itself. It's like, but how? So it also self-expresses. Like whatever waves, no matter how unique and different and varied they look like in appearance, they are all in essence made of the same thing.
Yeah, in a sense. And satisfied.
No, I am satisfied with that, brother. That means I am ever free. Like, think about it. Like, why would I be not satisfied knowing I'm the ocean, and I would be satisfied knowing I'm a single wave? Like, come on. How is that satisfying? As opposed to knowing that you're the totality of all of it. You're everything and anything and everything that there ever existed, ever manifested, It's you self-expressing yourself, truth. Like, come on. That's the majesty of yourself goes way bigger than, than believing in a God who created in something and you're kind of part of that show or something. So that's not it. This is non-theistic, meaning everything you are awareness, and there is no fundamental denial of that thing because we are aware. We just know simply one thing we cannot refute is I am aware right now. And when I say I am aware, it's not the I that I'm speaking about that is aware. It's the awareness, because only awareness can has the capacity to be aware of anything, not the I, because I is a thing that aware in my awareness I am aware of. Kind of plays out and comes in the morning, plays out for some time and leaves. Not always there. So it's not the me or mine or I. It's the awareness. So when I'm saying I am aware, I'm referring to awareness, being aware, not anything else. So I have no doubt I am awareness, and I know without my light of awareness falling on something, there is no manifestation. That also I have. No question. I don't need anyone proving to me this is so. I know my light of awareness has to fall on it. Every single moment is a fundamental evidence for it. I can just show like this, and you're not there. Something else is there, and I look at like this. The motion is there. The sound is there, but it was the light. The light of awareness has to fall in for anything to be. And to say that anything exists outside, external to the awareness, is like you cannot ever prove it. Ever, never, ever. Prove it. Because in order for you to say that the light of awareness is there, or without it, yeah, this is like completely, and there is Ananda, the bliss that is inherent to awareness is already there. So that means you really do not have to depend on the manifestation at all, because it's simply mind has to tap into the awareness, and you have Ananda too. They can enjoy more of it, Like so, non-theistic. There is nothing like this, actually. There's no philosophy that can actually implement it in that sense. And all philosophies, they claim that the world is pure in some way. If you look at anything, you can see the impurities and things. But this one has no impurities, because anything in which the light of awareness shines forth is made of awareness, and awareness is like a thing impure about it. Now, awareness takes the form of the whole that which appears, apparent to your appearance, to be, to manifest, to bring forth manifestation. That's not, that's not. Just everything. Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's everything. It's easy. Well, it's easy. It's complicated. It's like sound awareness. Whatever I'm aware of is made of that, and it's a self-expression of myself. So it's just nothing but me. So you develop a profound relationship with that which is just you in appearance. My God, think about it. The body is you, the mind is you, the pain is you, the whole stuff is you. Just everything. Everything. You don't have the rules and the this and the that, and need the help of the some fellow to reach the All Father or something like that. Nothing. So, philosophy is non-theistic and free for all. There's only one philosophy like that. Not many philosophies. So this goes way back. 10,000, 11,000 years back, we are speaking about. Yeah. That's the practice of Tantra, and that's no, but it is long in terms of my modern religions and everything is concerned. It's quite very long. It's like so many times old. Even yoga itself, the yogic philosophy, the Sankhya philosophy, it's already 6,000 years old. Yoga came 6,000 years old. It's already 6,000 years. And Tantra is like 11,000 because there are still traditions, traditional people living existing in the same lineage of tradition, practicing like that, the Shaktism and all, over the last 11,000 years. Like village, like in the tribal people and that. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Awesome.
Yes. I think this was
Well, but I do quite a lot of stuff, actually. Mm, I learn a lot of stuff also. I I make sure I dedicate quite some amount of time to learn new things every day. I like to know more things, useful things, things that people would appreciate. Knowing it's kind of fun to know stuff that's useful for people. So that also I have to class. So let's make sure the stuff that I learn it is interesting, it's useful, and it's helpful. I'm always learning and almost upping up my skills, my capabilities, my capacities, my abilities, always upping that up. My semantic repertoire, my vocabulary, my words, the choice of words, everything. For me, it's all like a magic. Yeah, it's a magic. It's like a magician with what's behind the curtains, working on his magic, and this is the magic moment. Yeah. And I guess there is going to be a moment when there will be thousands of people, I guess, listening to the magic. Yeah. But even if that doesn't happen, yes, we know, we are awareness. So whatever is happening out there, know that it's all just your own self-expression. Don't be feeling like, oh, that's not me, Look at their life, their life. So be happy. Be happy for others happy. Be happy for others too, Yeah. Otherwise you get into this like, oh yeah, it's just people, comparisons and all of this stuff, And don't be judging people out there as right and wrong, You cannot. The thing is, you don't judge people when the correct understanding, when you start seeing the unity of the whole within the multiplicity, then you don't judge. When you start to see the divine will moving through all of it, then you see the divinity in all. Then there is nothing to judge. Because the divine moves you, that moves that, and moves everything. That which you proclaim as the good is also done by the same divine. So, yeah, it's not really, so you put it into categories, then you have the good and the evil, and the heaven and Satan and all this stuff. A lot of stuff for the mind to feel all. So good to just see when saw awareness. So awareness was always worshipped as the goddess in Tantra. It was never really the goddess. The goddess was simply a representation for awareness. Imagine like a whole tradition just worshipping awareness. Amazing, because we know for a fact that we are aware. We cannot refute that. Beautiful, but you're just praying to awareness. So when you say you, it's just the you in the me, you. So that you can easily surrender to awareness, knowing that it is already awareness. So when it's happening. So we start fighting the mind, then the mind will persist home. With the right understanding, knowing that the mind is the awareness, self-transforming itself as the source, as that emotion, as that sensation, then it's easy to be with them. And you don't make so much of it. When the thought comes, you don't go behind the source, because once you recognize it is awareness, and otherwise you get consumed by the thought and you get hypnotized by it. And then you go into a whole array of thought. But once you can recognize, so you cannot see thoughts as an enemy or mind as an enemy, because it's all just the same thing. So cultivate a state of equanimity with all experiences.
What equality?
Equanimity. Equanimity is a state where you are neither pro something or neither against something. You're like, it's fine. It's like the clouds can appear in the sky as they wish and they can go as they wish. The sky is not going to bother. Not worrying about when it's coming, when is it going, who is it, how much time has it been. Like, so that's equanimity. Get it? Like the wind is equanimous. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, this is a beautiful place. I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. No. It's going to move. Whether it's shit or whether it's beauty around, it's going to go through. Yeah. That's equanimity. Get it? Well, no. No, the choices are also made by awareness. Because the will that makes the choice is awareness.
Yes, but I don't
Yeah.
stick on those judgments.
No.
Go to a place.
Yeah,
I don't
everything
care.
will become-
Let's see that.
Exactly.
Around and say, I don't go.
No.
Just look for myself.
But when you are there, you are able to be with it in a much more harmonious way than otherwise. Usually you wouldn't be able to do that. That's it. Okay, guys, I think that is a good place. And okay. Beautiful that you guys showed up. I really appreciate it. And having the open mind. Because it takes something, because we are already conditioned with some lot of theisms, in our heads. So to go into a complete non-theistic way of looking at reality, that's and I appreciate that.
Feel like you made some meditation about that.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's my place.
Yeah, definitely reflect on it, embody these ideas, And if you're here, just come on over, bring friends. I will be giving talks here every Saturday. And you can leave email or something like that if you would like to get. I would be sending a podcast, and there's a free ebook and all this stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Yep.